Afternoon all, we are now in Berlin. So before we actually head out, we've been doing a bit of market research for the podcast for anyone who follows us. On the Investor Way podcast, we have been following Whitbread Group for some time with interest as they are expanding into Germany with the Premier Inn. So we are staying at Premier Inn for our time in Berlin. And for anyone who was wondering, it's a pretty identical product to what you'd get in Premier Inn UK. Right, so we're going to head out now. So the plan is to do the Story Bunker Museum. Basically it's in one of the old World War II bunkers. It's about the bunkers in Berlin, I think, and then the story of 1945 onwards. Right, I've just come out of the Bunker Museum now. I thought it was absolutely superb. Must have been in there for like
4 hours.
Probably 4 hours, so
A bit longer.
not going to have time for the other one, I
It's
don't.
6:15. We got in there at like 2:30.
Yeah, so we're not going to have time to do the other one. I think it's still open, but I think pretty zonked after that. So very, very good. Would definitely recommend. You couldn't take any videos or photos in there, so which I guess is understandable. A lot of it, though, it was just rooms with like texting. There's some artifacts. I'd say most of it probably wasn't that controversial, but then there was some bits like they had a recreation of the room where Hitler had killed himself and bits like that. So I suppose it was easier for them to just enforce it throughout rather than in those bits. But some of it was just rooms with boards and writing on it. So in theory, you should have been able to take photos, but I can get why they weren't keen on it. So yeah, very, very good. Would definitely recommend. Not sure how well it'll pick it up, but you can see a building there, which is like basically a bombed out building. So it's a ruined entrance for what was apparently a very grand train station. So it was bombed in the war, but the train station was used for deportations for the Holocaust, so they just didn't rebuild it. So interesting. Morning all, first full day in Berlin today, so as usual we are starting with a walking tour, so next scenes will be on the walking tour.
He's an American. He's 9 years old, still is. He's a Jew. And he said, they're very...
Right, so walking tour done. I thought it was very good. It was just the two of us that turned up, so it was basically a private tour. Got Blair in there. So it was basically just a private tour, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We're now going to head to the Stasi Museum, which is a museum about like the Soviet secret police and what they were doing in Berlin. So I think that's the plan. So next scenes will be at the Stasi Museum. What's the significance of this, Amelia?
This marks where the Berlin Wall used to be. So this bit here's the west, and then this is the east now.
East side. So the Stasi Museum's there, where we go. You can tell we're in the east now. Stasi Museum done. How did we rate it, Amelia? Obviously it was your second time.
Like 7.
7. I thought it was okay. So did you have more to add?
Said it's alright. It's quite dry.
Yeah, I thought it was okay, but not amazing. It's pretty similar to kind of all the museums about secret police in communism. So yeah, it was okay, but not amazing. Certainly wouldn't do it twice.
You like to do it.
Yeah, very noble of you. Next, I think we're going to head to the East Side Gallery, which it was like the longest bit of Berlin Wall left, and then do the Berlin Wall Museum,
Which I have already done.
which you've also already done. So yeah, next scenes will be the East Side Gallery. Right, War Museum done. I thought it was pretty decent.
Good.
I think next should have time for Typography of Terror now.
Yeah.
So next scenes will be Typography of Terror. Not sure how well you'll see it, but that building there is the former Gestapo headquarters. And that one there is a Typography of Terror, which we're going to go in once we finish the outdoor bit of the exhibition.
Got it.
Enjoying your second time?
Yeah, it's alright.
Do you enjoy
It's quite a heavy museum, so
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Do you have a factual correction you'd like to make us aware of?
So that building's not actually the Gestapo headquarters, it's the land that we're on now.
So we are in the former headquarters.
Well-
That innocent building had nothing to do with it.
Well, this building's not part of it, it was all blown up, I think.
Yes, but the one that you pointed at is innocent.
Yeah. It's that building, it's closely linked to the Gestapo and the SS headquarters, but it's not originally the main headquarters bit, but it was part of it.
So you were right.
So I was right.
Correction to the correction. Right, done now. We were only in there for about, I think, just over an hour, but there's a lot of overlap with the museum we did yesterday. It was excellent. I think if we'd gone in there first instead of the one we did yesterday, could have easily spent 2-3 hours in there. Maybe not 3, but probably a couple of hours easily. Would definitely recommend it. It's free. I think for a free museum it's excellent. Did you enjoy it second time around?
It was alright. Not as good the second time.
No, I can imagine it being a bit repetitive, especially after yesterday as well. But yeah, definitely would recommend it. Definitely worth doing. Morning all, you are joining us in the Tiergarten, which is a big park that runs through Berlin. So we're having a bit of a Prussian day today, so we're heading towards the Victory Column, which was, I think, built, what was it built for?
Was it something the Great?
Frederick,
Frederick the Great. Or was
Alright.
it Frederick Wilhelm?
you tell me. Yes.
I think it might be Frederick Wilhelm.
We'll clarify what that's for when we get there. So yeah, gonna go have a look at that, walk through the park, and then the plan is it the Charlottenburg Palace?
Charlottenburg.
The Charlottenburg Palace, which is also, that's a Prussian palace. So yeah, Prussian themed day today. So now at the Victory Column, so I've had a look. Turns out it was built to commemorate the Prussian victories in the war in the war that essentially led to German unification. So the War with the Danes in, I think, 1866, and then the Franco-Prussian War of 1870 or 1871, whichever one it was. So that's why it was built. Alright, so now the Victory Column and the Tiergarten is done. Next scenes will be at the Charlottenburg Palace. First thoughts, Amelia?
It's alright.
I think it's like an architecturally slightly not as good version of the Schloss Schönbrunn in Vienna. You know, the yellow.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It looks a bit German to Poland. And
Yeah.
Brand.
Yeah. This is a nice surprise. Look who showed up. Napoleon at the Alps. So you can see there Charlemagne's name, whose footsteps he's following, and also Hannibal there. Right, I thought that was very, very good. So we've just done the what's known as the New Palace now, which isn't that new because it was built by Frederick the Great. We're now going to go and do the other half, which is the Old Palace, which was there before. Is that the market?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Which stall do you want to do first?
Well, they're all closed, aren't they?
Well, that didn't take long. Right, all done now. How did you rate it, Amelia?
8.5 out of 10.
Did you prefer the old or the new palace?
I think the old, because there was more of the original stuff in that.
I think
The new was bombed more.
I preferred the decor of the new, actually.
I prefer the decor of the new, but it's new.
But yeah, very, very good. Really, really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it if you're in New Berlin. I think it's probably one of the highlights. And as well, everything else, there is a lot of a focus on Cold War and World War II, obviously. But obviously the Prussian element is such a huge part of the history. I think it's definitely worth doing. And it's just nice as well to do something a bit different. But yeah, I would definitely recommend. Right, we are now at the airport, or the airport hotel. So our tour of Premier Inn Deutschland continues, and again, just seems like a Premier Inn room for any who are interested. So I think that brings us to the end of Berlin. How are you rating Berlin? Obviously,
Like an 8.
your third time.
7.5, 8. I feel like I've completed it now.
Dropping a bit in the rankings now.
Yeah.
Anything to add as our resident expert?
I don't know. I've done all the museums. I don't think there's any museum that I haven't done in Berlin now.
Ooh,
Except for like the art ones.
you're hard.
Oh.
Right, yeah. I thought Berlin was okay. It was decent, but I probably wouldn't come back. I think someone had maybe overhyped it a little bit, but I probably preferred Munich. I probably preferred Nuremberg. I think it's worth doing, but I think architecturally, that's probably really where it lost it for me. Also, as well, I'm not hugely keen on the German food. I just massively preferred the food in Austria last year. And I think going around the palace today kind of highlighted it. Some of the old paintings in there showed what Berlin used to look like in like the 19th century. And I think what's kind of happened is when it was destroyed in the war, it's a lot of stuff. They've had to make a kind of practical decision on costs and stuff and whether it's worth rebuilding. So a lot of the key stuff they have rebuilt, but I think because not everything has been rebuilt as it was, architecturally, I think it probably took a big hit in 1945. So I think that's probably where it's lost it. But
We were mainly in the east side. You can definitely tell a difference between the east and the west. The west
Yeah.
is a bit nice, well, a lot nicer looking.
but even smack bang in the centre, it's not. It doesn't look as nice as it did in the paintings.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, would definitely recommend it. So I think that's the end of the trip now. Been an excellent trip. Thoroughly enjoyed everywhere we've been. I think the highlight probably Stockholm or Prague. Those are the two for me. What about you?
I'm the same.
So yeah, recharged and ready to go on Monday. So thank you for watching. Not sure where next scenes will be, but it'll probably be next year now. So have a good Christmas.